I'm not gonna lie, you guys are gonna enjoy this mail day today. First off, I bought a pretty large lot of German cards, 250 here, and I don't even know what's in here. All 1930s. We'll take a look at those. And then in this stack over here, we have my best baseball card in my collection. I just made a massive trade for a card that I've wanted a very long time. So, with that out of the way, let's go through some of these. So the first ones we're gonna go through are these stacks. Now, these are Enver Bay, and I believe those are 1932 or 34, somewhere around there. I bought this lot, I sold on eBay, and no idea what was in there. But it was 250 cards, and I know the stack or the set stacked with some bigger names. So I said, why not? And speaking of bigger names, look what's right there. Not only Thomas Edison. That's a bigger name in that set. Although the condition is to be desired, I'm still going to put that off to the side right here. Take a look at that. Camera's at a new angle right now, so I'm kind of getting used to that. So let's go through some of these names if we can see them on the back. So Joseph Albert. Don't know who that is. Frank Berg. There's actually a few of his. Joseph Albert again. Bussing. Made some sort of truck. And I apologize if it's out of frame. Keller. And it is kind of nice though. All the repeats are next to each other, so we don't have to go through them multiple times. You can see like there's a lot of Kellers. I know this one. Ohm. It's in pretty good shape. We got two of those. Professor Hugo Junkers. Not the Velt Plains. Herman Jacobi. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. Some type of cycle. A lot of those. Gerson. Here. Household name right over here, James Watts. Another one over here, Siemens. Not sure who that is or who that is. I also have no idea how many cards are in this set, so gone over those. I'm curious. I'm sure I have pretty much a full set build here. This one's pretty familiar. Two of them. Knows other invention. Another Remington. Already saw his cards. Saw his. Volta, which I assume voltage comes from. Put over there. Volta again. I know the next one, Zeppelin. It's a pretty cool one. And there's also one set of these, or one of the packages I got. There's 5 packages in total. It was a different size, so I don't know if they were Enver Bays or something else. Another Watt over here too. Let's take extras on those. I'm sure I'm missing some big names, so another and the last 3 over here, matches, and some snow. So that is the first lot. Let's go into this next one. This is a lot smaller one. Well, not card size wise, but the last one was filled to the brim. This one is not. I'm gonna try to take these out so they don't get damaged. I'll go through the back again. Corn, which great band by the way, same spelling too. A few of these. What's the name of that one? Don't recognize the name. More corn. Goes there. That was probably like one of the worst angles I have shown in this video. Ooh, look at that. We got Newton, and it looks pretty sharp. Man, how many of those corn ones? I'll just fan through these. Same stuff we've seen. Yep. K seems like it's a new name. So it looks like we only got 1 Newton, which you can't complain about, but still, kind of wish we had more. Seem worse. How many of these did we get? 1, 2, and 3. I'll take that. Walton, 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 more Waltons, and then this one that had some discoveries around gas. All right, these are the minis. We'll go over those towards the end. We'll open up this next one. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you are here and you've watched multiple videos, I do appreciate it. And I'm always buying non-sports cards like this, especially historical figures and things like that. I also buy a lot of baseball cards, but those I don't keep as much. The one today in here, I am keeping. We have a lot of Alberts. Fraunhofer, this is a good one. Leonardo da Vinci. And I'll have to cross-reference also which one of these I got from that German lot. And if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. I picked up some really cool German cards from an author of a book. In fact, what's interesting is I'm sending cards back over to him, and these aren't the exact cards, but it's from the set, the Susini's from 1920. So he's actually building that set. So I'm sending a bunch of those over his way. He sent me a bunch of German cards in his book. So, I think we've had that one on here. I like this one. The Nobel Prize. TNT right over there, which I like that a lot. Some eye discoveries. Ohm once again. I feel like I know him because of my electrical engineering classes, but if you don't know who he is, no worries. And that probably was one of the nerdiest sentences in Card Hobby. But that's all right. Bigger name. He's in the Lone Jack Inventor set. Another Remington. Another Da Vinci. I'll take that all day long. Let's see if any of these are worth grading. But that Da Vinci, one of them at least look nice. Some factory, that one. There. Bigger name here. Take that. And obviously, sorry I don't have a lot of context on a ton of these guys, so I don't recognize all the names. And before I get that comment, how did you not recognize X name? Look, I'm going through these really fast. It's late at night, worked all day. Stuff happens. Amps. Thank you, electrical engineering, once again. If I got something from that degree, I will show these also. Curious if we find a Benz in here. Big name. Take that. All right, last one. I'm crossing fingers for another Benz. So that is a pretty cool card. And we'll see. If not, this was a successful lot. I think there's also a Franklin in this set. Could be wrong. So Benz, Franklin, a nice Edison. Another amp. Another amp. Another Da Vinci. I like the start of this one. We're gonna flip it over though. All right, let's see. He's also in the Lone Jack set. One of them that I still need, I believe. James Watt. Again, really strong start to these over here. Or an F. Fallberg. Give me one Franklin, if there's a Franklin. I think there is. I'll take a Faraday. Their big name. Another ohm. We got like 6 ohms. Their Zeppelin. Their Volta. You can just see that pile just falling over here on the side. Got another Morse there. Siemens. Gilbert, which is those. Marconi again. Show these images. I feel like I'm very boring with these, but another Newton. Another amp. And that's it. So I'll still take at least one Edison on there. Like I said, I'm 50-50 if Franklin's in that set. I can't remember. But either way, we got a good chunk of bigger names. We'll take a look at those a little bit later, determine what needs to be graded, things like that. What I don't have specifically, but all those. And again, these aren't all commons, but I'll go through this a little bit later. All right, these are the mini ones. And I don't know if these are Enver Bay. And if I mispronounce Enver Bay, let me know. That's kind of just how I assume it's pronounced, but I could be way off. This is what I wouldn't say most excited about with all these German cards and this lot that I just picked up, but stuff that I'm not familiar with. And actually these are Enver Bay. It's just another series. So these are smaller, just to show you the size comparison. Much smaller. And then Enver Bay is already small enough. So luckily these all have names on them. So we'll just go through these really quick. This one's upside down. I think that guy was in the Lone Jack Inventors also. Wonder if that's probably a common name. I was thinking live big cards. Oh, we got Robert Fulton. I'll take that one. And James Watt back to back. Look at that. I wonder if that's the same image. We'll take a look. Also, I wonder the scarcity of these compared to Enver Bay. I don't know if Enver Bay is rare or not, but Hertz, Celsius. That's pretty cool. Okay, these look like the same images because that's the same image for him. Pasture is in here. Ooh, there we go. I did not have that Carl Benz card, and that looks sharp. And this is the same image as the larger one. So I gotta ask the German collector who I got some of these other Enver Bays from, which was my first time ever owning any of these cards, about that. We got Remington also over here. I'm super happy with this purchase. Zeppelin. Oh man, I'm really hoping for an Edison now too. Give us an Edison. Faraday, I'll take that. Nobel, I'll take that too. Another Siemens. Get into the end. Siemens. No Edison in that one, but we got the Benz. You might know Mercedes-Benz. Well, that's the guy who helped establish that. So go through those later. And I know the main purpose of this video is to go check out a card that I just picked up baseball-wise. But you gotta appreciate the non-sports. So up here, we actually have these from Israel. I believe those are 1972. So Jackson 5. And then Jimi Hendrix, blank backs on those. Very, very tough cards to find. So happy with those. I love that Hendrix image, by the way. So cool. Did not have those on my music PC. I saw in Ogden, I was graded, saw of this a while ago. I think a 6 to $100. I think this one's trimmed, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, this is 100% trimmed. Bad back. I picked it up for like, I don't know, $5 or $10 of the Eiffel Tower. I thought it was a pretty cool image. I want to get a nicer one though. Cheap Darwin. I have this in a 4. I don't think this will get higher than a 4. So those grade and sell copies. Did not have this one. These were issued out of Malta, I think 1908. Also trimmed, but very, very tough to find, of only George Washington. I have Da Vinci also in the set. There's a lot of bigger names. This has the same image as the Ginter Geronimo, but this is like a giant card. Like, I'll say this is probably Ginter size. This is way larger. It's called Kick a Poo. Now this is probably 1.5, but either way, pretty cool image. Being the same, a lot larger, and I would assume it's rare. 2 boxing pickups, Langford and Jeanette. Nothing too special. Haven't decided if I'm just gonna put these raw on ComC or try to get them graded. I'm pretty sure I have both of these in nicer shape. Not 100% sure. Langford's not too bad. Probably a 2.25. I'll check it out a little bit closer later. I made a trade for these next 2 cards, so I'm gonna hide that last card. But this is another one that I wanted of General Grant N15. pretty good copy overall. I mean, I know it's a 1.5 from the technical perspective, but I don't mind this at all. It looks really sharp. And I actually picked this up from Matt. I know him on social media. That does a lot of non-sports, and then also pre-war baseball. All right, story time. Oh, and I traded a bunch of Allen and Ginter state flags for this because he's building that set. So I can't remember what other states he needs, but I helped him get some upgrades and things like that. And then I paid a little bit of cash also on top for this card, but I did not have the grants, and I've always wanted to have a nice N15. I've had some trimmed ones that I've sold before, but nothing that I've wanted in my PC because I want a full size. I don't want the card with the bottom cut off. But all right, now the card that I've wanted for a very long time baseball wise. Check this out. T204 Rambling Walter Johnson. And this has the authentic designation. I'm betting it's that because of all the creases. That's my assumption. I mean, the borders on this don't look too bad. I know obviously creases there. Say what you want. This is a very tough card to find. And flipping over the back, like, it's such a beautiful card. I've always wanted to have a card from the set in my collection, and you know, I've been saving up money because I want to buy some more vintage non-sports, not really baseball wise, but when I had an opportunity to trade into this and also throw in some cash, you take advantage of that all day. And the cards that I gave up a 1934 Hank Greenberg, which I think it's a great card, the Gaudy, and then also a T205 Christy Mathewson at 3. I love that Christy Mathewson card, and that was actually one of the first big trades I made at a card show was for that card. But you got to take the opportunity to get this Walter Johnson. So I also paid cash on top of it. I'm going to sell my Walter Johnson T206 now that I have this, and because I really want to buy more non-sports, really, instead of baseball. But when a card like this, you have the opportunity to purchase it or trade into it, you got to take that. And this has been up there, probably top 5, top 10 baseball cards that I've wanted for a very long time. I think the next card that I'm going to chase is probably in the 1939 Play Ball Sample, Ted Williams. Probably not going to find it for a few years, so give me some time. But yeah, that's the Walter Johnson. Such a cool card. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in another one. And again, if you guys have stuff to sell, hit me up in my email or social media. I am always buying.